Good morning and welcome once again to the shop here on New Traditions Homestead, the shop of New Traditions Dulcimers and Wabash Ukulele Company and the Daniels Guitars. This morning I'm installing the bent solid lining into this triple lot that I'm building, this black walnut with excuse me, with Port Orford cedar top. And I just thought I'd kind of share a little bit with you about what that looks like and how I do it. It's not rocket science by any stretch of the imagination. But here's my lining. In the previous video on this subject, I showed you the curved lining that is pliable and can go around the design and the shape of the guitar. Well, this solid lining needs to be bent to conform to the shape of the guitar. And that's what this is. This is the result of that, if you can see that. And the way I do that, I'm going to pick you up and take you with me here. So here's all my forms. My, let's see, this is baritone ukulele, tenor ukulele, concert ukulele, and soprano ukulele. And there's my triple lot form right there. These bending forms, and I apologize for the mess because it's just messy in here. These bending forms, this triple lot form, will go inside of here, and by the use of heat and pressure and some water, I wet down the wood. I put it in a sandwich of stainless steel and a heating blanket and clamp her down and go for it. And that will bend, this form will bend the wood to, as it did with the sides, will bend the wood to conform to the shape of the triple lot guitar. Then I go from there and I come over here where my guitar is already in the triple lot building mold. I've already got the lining glued in down here and down here, and now I'm gluing in the back. This is the back of the guitar. Gluing in this side of the binding already. And the next step is to take this and glue it into the guitar form. So because of my limited video tools, I don't have a way at this moment to show you the process, but what I will do is I will go ahead and put glue on this lining, this solid lining, place it in, and I'll dig into my collection of clothespins and put everything together. I'll see if I can figure out a way to get that process on video. I'm sure I can do it. I've got nothing else to do today. It is freezing outside. It was 11 degrees this morning as I went out to let the chickens out. I think it's 12 now, so it's getting kind of warm. But it's really, really cold here. It's cloudy. It doesn't look like it's snowing, but it's super cold, and I'm got my vest and my heavy flannel shirt, fleece lined, and my Carhartt on, and working in the shop. So let me see if I can figure out how to get this raised up so you can see how I'm doing this. I'll be right back. Okay, I believe that's going to show you how I'm going to do this. I use Tite Bond. I use 2 or the Tite Bond Original. Don't use Tite Bond 3 on musical instruments. It's not a good glue for this, so I'll just put a liberal amount of glue on my lining. Then I use the most expensive tool in my shop to spread this glue. And we want to get it completely covered because this is the lining from the back to the sides, and we want it to be solid. That's going to generate the vibrations from the back to the soundboard so that you get the best sound out of your instrument. And that's why I'm using solid linings, is I want and hardwood linings. I don't want any of this basswood or anything soft in my linings, and I want it to be solid like this. So there. Just about done here. All right, so the glue is on the lining all the way around, and I'm going to sneak the lining into the guitar mold. And I will flatten. I'll make sure that it is level with the end block and the neck block. And then I just start going. Start laying out these, another high-tech, extremely high-tech and extremely expensive lutherie tool. You can only get these in certain areas of the United States. Very exclusive. And I'm lining this up down here to be level with the neck block. And then I just start adding pressure. And oddly, I only need one clamp or two clamps in doing this, other than these clothespin clamps, and that's right here at this waist to keep it firm. Everybody wants a firm waist. Sounds like a country song. All right, so there you have it. A completely clamped up guitar body. The linings are in there. Solid lining on this triple-aught guitar. It'll be my first build of, pardon me, of 2022. I have one that was started last year, and it will be finished this year soon. But I wanted to get a head start on this one. This is going to be black walnut, Port Orford cedar top, hand-carved mahogany neck with solid linings, and just kind of it's going to be a beautiful guitar. I can guarantee you that, and it'll sound great. I've been building guitars for decades. I remembered I built my very first guitar when I was in high school. I graduated high school in 1971 from Abraham Lincoln High School in Denver, Colorado. Abraham Lincoln was the name, and is still the name, of my high school, which I'm happy to say that they haven't taken the name of Abraham Lincoln away from my high school that I graduated from, as they've tried to do with other schools named Abraham Lincoln. But I digress. Built my first guitar in my parents' basement. It was it was rosewood. It was amazing, Brazilian rosewood at that, 1970-71. I boiled the wood on top of my mom's stove, and got it bent and got it put together, and spent a lot of money on that wood, and let's just say it was my first guitar, and we'll leave it at that. So it's been a long journey for me in lutherie since then. It's a joy of my heart. I love doing it. I love selling my instruments to people who appreciate good quality handmade instruments, American made. And I enjoy making these videos. And listen, if you'd be so kind as to subscribe to this channel, New Traditions Homestead, our main crop here on the homestead is musical instruments and wood crafts. We grow a lot of our own food. We have our wonderful chickens that are out in the freezing cold right now. I have to go out and break up their water from their water trough. But if you would subscribe, it would really help us out. If you'd give us a thumbs up, a like on YouTube, share on Facebook, share these videos on all of your social media with friends that would be possibly interested in woodworking or in how a guitar is made. Simple as that. All right, that's it from here, from very cold Somerset, Indiana. It's time for me to go outside and check on the chickens. Yeah, that's it. Subscribe, like, share, please leave a comment. Help us build this channel as we pursue the life of homesteading through the age of retirement. All right, Lord bless you guys. We'll see you next time. So long.